Hi, my name is VitaminDStain and welcome back to some more Kinkoi Golden Time. What was I gonna say? I felt like I had something to say, but I don't remember. Anyways, whatever, let's get started, shall we? We went shopping at the neighborhood supermarket. We bought apples, flour, and honey. You use apples for melon bread? Oh, never mind. Countries with high latitudes are the best for agriculture. I had the same idea and bought 2 spares. Let's hurry back, Sylvie. We're attracting a lot more attention. Oh no, not the attention. We spent too much time kissing and stuck out like sore thumbs. Word of Sylvie's presence had quickly spread on social media and people had come out of the woodwork to see her for themselves. I would prefer to avoid people pestering her for handshakes or secretly taking photos, so we made a break for it. But oh, not the average guys. Get him away. Oh. We hid undercover. This isn't good. That's a society run on smartphones for you. Members of the general public who were all complete strangers had conspired together to come search for her. It's not about the danger, Sylvia. No, we need to make it look like you disappeared. Once they confirmed the news that Princess Sylvia was here, I was sure info related to the blonde girl I'd kissed earlier on the other side of the road would spread online too. I think I read it right. I'm not sure. That's why I paused. I'm like, wait. I was positive Ellison would be mad at me. She was the one that stuck her freaking face. I wasn't thinking clearly either. I had my head in the clouds and lost myself in the whole date on the way home from school scenario. A typical student like date with a princess. There was no way the situation wouldn't be exciting. Getting tunnel vision for only you was my mistake though. Not again, not right now. Sylvie. Wait, no, I can't do this right now. Whoops. The pursuers were gaining allies by the second. What a pain. Yes, I knew you were gonna say that. Now that you mention it, yeah. Good times in the first game. Back then we played tag. Although this was different from a game of tag, what we were doing was the same. Running from thy people. We haven't grown up at all, have we? Oh, Sylvie, scooching that way further. Someone was here and might see us. This is bad. They would surely find us due to how little room there was to hide Sylvie's long blonde hair. What? The sound, why is it so aggressive? This one, I can't get over it. It's been this long and I still can't get over the noises. Kiro is a funny thing. This one who was always on standby up in the sky descended. Whoa, bright. What's going on? Sylvie, you're kinda see-through. I wonder what the other ones are. Is this even okay? From a worldview standpoint. This surely is convenient.
もう少し人目がなくなったらゴッドバードキョロちゃんを使って空の道で帰りましょう。
Godbird Kyuro-chan. Alright. What can't it do? I guess that was fine as long as it was handy. Or so I thought. When there was a kid tottering around from side to side. I just happened to be watching him when... Someone's about to get hit by a motorcycle or a car. That's hilarious. Sorry, kids, animals getting hit by cars is funny. I don't care what anyone says. It's funny. The kid ignored the traffic light and a dump truck rushed right at him. This actually reminds me of the one time, and I remember this because my mom was so mad at me when I was a little kid. My mom and I were walking for some reason, and we were approaching the edge of the street, and I kept running, and my mom was like yelling at me to stop because there's cars and stuff, and I did not stop. I kept going, and yeah, almost died, I think, but I didn't, so all's well. The kid ignored the traffic light and a dump truck rushed right at him. Even though the dump truck slammed on its brakes, it couldn't stop point blank. Look out, he said, and he's gonna be super cool and save that kid from getting hit by that truck. And then Sylvie's gonna glaze him, and then they're gonna do butt massaging later in his room. I could already hear it. Or Kyuro-chan, sure. Final form? What? Bro turned into an Evangelion type machine. What is this? For real, that's what I said. A gigantic Kyuro stopped the massive dump truck in its tracks before letting go. At least the kid was unharmed. I was worried whether the dump truck and people's view of the world were broken. However... Dog. That's the polar opposite of staying hidden, huh? Enormous. Sure. It had transportation seating as if that were a given. Now that something even more outrageous than a princess had popped up, it was a little surprised those present weren't focused on Sylvie. The noise, man. We had Kyuro fly us home. Yay, Kyuro. After we returned, we headed to my room like nothing had happened. This dorm had 4 rooms to a circuit, with my, Ria, and Mina-chan's room sharing the same breaker. Since only 3 rooms were allocated enough electricity for 4, it shouldn't trip in the first place. But Mina-chan was extremely cautious. But even if you don't, she won't be around at this hour. The sun was just about to set. I bet she would be on the roof like normal. Sylvie was inadvertently adept at cooking with only the shabby cookware in my room. This princess certainly was skilled in nearly everything she did. But you're just glazing. I see. On your own watching the sunset. Oh, there she is.
あ
Perfect timing. Come with me real quick, Ria.
何に
I've got a special invitation for you. For some private time with just me and the princess.
え
Why is she dressed in the maid outfit?
何これ
That was a great question. Tea time, come on, have a seat. I should have confused Ria to take a seat.
オーロとはよくこうするのだけれど、相馬くんとも一緒にお茶を楽しみたいなって思って。
それはどうもてかなんでメイド
When she tried to cook in her uniform without an apron, a certain thoughtful maid had an outfit in her sister's size for whatever reason and got it ready for her. A maid's outfit, or what they called an apron dress.
せっかくこんな格好だし、給仕もやるわ。さあ、まずはこちらをどうぞ。
Given that this is her first time taking part, incredibly, the princess has prepared sweets for you personally. She brought out what she'd made in the oven earlier.
リンゴパイ好きだったわよね、相馬くん。
つうか食べたことあるのがこれだけだったんだけどねえ食べていい？
もちろん。今お茶を入れるわ。サクサクに仕上げてあるから楽しんでね。
ありがとう。
You know, I'd commented on the last episode, I believe, once again on the tea time thing, but this is even better because we got the gang, the three of them. Like this is perfect. You can't possibly make this even better. Ria grabbed her fork with an unusually peaceful expression. I'd better enjoy it too. I grabbed the tea Sylvie had brewed for me. The three of us were seated around the table. What a majestic CGI. CGI, right? It was nothing extraordinary and we chatted among ourselves. Oh yeah, was this the first time the three of us spent time together? I guess in this route, yeah. It had been 10 years, so I didn't remember much of what we'd done back in those days. But nothing had changed from back then. That much was obvious. October's just barely manageable, but staying out too long this time of year is out of the question.
じゃあ
いいじゃん。春になったらまた改めてな。ただ寒さもあるけど、時間帯もあれだわ。俺この時間はもう眠い。
Ria let out a tiny yawn. You definitely sleep more than the average person.
生きがいは寝ることだから。
That's what you could live for anyway. Okay, sorry. A fine pastime.
さて。おい、イチ。
Yeah?
この後のお前の行動は分かってるから。俺は耳栓つけて寝る。
She really had read me like a book.
あとシルビー。
何？
今日はマジでありがとう。
あらあら。
I helped get things ready too, you know?
はいはい。で、お返しがしたいから。次はもうちょっと早い時間、学校の授業の後を開けといてくれ。
How could you not, for Ria?
じゃあ空いている日に電話するわ。
じゃあな。
Acting somewhat bashful, Ria headed back to her room. That was the thing with her. Sylvie really was special, huh?
相馬くん、何だったのかしら。
You'll find out when the day comes. It wasn't for me to tell. This was a present from Ria. Oh shoot. He knows? Or is he talking about the sexy time? Oh god, I'm confused. Someone clarify, please. Or is it something else? I'm lost. More importantly, by the way, Sylvie, that maid outfit from earlier looked great on you.
そうありがとう。
Using the cosplay thing.
みんなに返すのが欲しいわね。どこで仕入れたのか聞いておこうかしら。もらっちゃってもいいか聞いてみて。 何？
I slid my way closer.
オール？
Why she looks scared? It looks great on you.
はい。
It looks really, really good on you, actually.
もう
Nice. Yup. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way.
そうね。赤ちゃんできちゃったかも。
Where's this coming from? Y'all are like 16. What do you mean? Hard. That wouldn't be good while we're still students. We lay down next to each other in bed and had some post-sex pillow talk. What just happened absolutely became a topic. However, Sylvie just kept giggling.
確かにノーブル学園じゃ大変な騒ぎになるわね。でも
She happily rubbed her abdomen.
これで約束が守れる確率が上がるんだもの。誰にも文句言わせないわ。
I know what you are talking about the promise with Ria, but what was it with Otto and Ria? Help! Okay, there. I'm done. Huh?
なんでもない。ねえ、それよりほら、相馬くんが言ってたのって何だったのかしら。
Oh, I'm so sorry I cut you off. Oh, that's an easy one. Yeah, so what is it? It wasn't anything much at all. Since for us, yes, it was an ordinary occurrence. What's happening? And just like always, we would live happily ever after. Huh? Princesses are the best. Finish it, pen Sylvie. That's it? Really? Okay. Well, man, I don't know what I was thinking or hoping or expecting, but definitely not this.
セーブするんだな。
Okay. Does that mean I'm done with Kinkoi, or I believe because I talked about this a few episodes ago, how I remember I had to read the short stories and then there was like a true end and blah 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 blah. So let me see if I could figure it out. Let's see. Prologue, start, append, continue, load, extra, config. Is it on extra? Wait, I'm missing a CGI for Sylvie. What the freak? Oh, it's probably on the true end. Wait, look at Ria. What the freak? Why is there so many missing for Ria? Someone, please explain. Why is there so many missing? What the freak? Now look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That's crazy. There's a movie? Wait, what?
ムービー鑑賞。
Oh, okay.
ど
See?
んな思い出があるかしら。
What am I missing? Oh, they're called CGs. CGs, right. That just gets one. That's funny. Wait, hold on. Okay, Akane also got one. Alright, fine. What the frick? Oh, there's a Ria! Alrighty, Ria Soma. I'm assuming this is like the true end, true route you guys were talking about. I think this is it. So let's get started. A second chance. Start Maria's route. Maria? Wait. Is that look at the light. The green light? Is that a green light? I believe that's a green light, guys. It's gold.
黄色だ。黄色。
Huh. The world always faded away into the beautiful twilight. Twilight filled the world until it shone golden. Then it would fade away into the deep, seemingly endless darkness. Hey, Ichi. What's wrong, Soma? Hey, Sylvie.
何ですか、相馬くん。
I'm truly glad I met you both. This was bliss. Even in a pitch black world where I couldn't see a thing, it was enough that I could sense you both there. Here in this dark world. Is this like a reference of like Ria's last words in the last game? That's all I could think of. This space was nothing more than a vast expanse of darkness. Because she was losing her sight at the end of the last game, and on her route, if I recall correctly. Soma. Cute. Look how tiny they are. What are you spacing out for? I've been trying to get your attention.
ごめん。相馬くん。鳥さんのマーク、ありがとう。大事にします。
いや、そっちは大事にしなくていいから。日本にいる間におもちゃ缶に交換した方がいいよ。
交換？
You turned them in to get a cool prize.
後で手続きの仕方とか教えた方が良さそうだね。
Yeah.
なんだか冷えてきた。シルビアさん、寒くない？
そういえば、もう夕暮れですね。
Yeah, our clothes are dry now too. Good, good.
どうかした？
太陽、すごく綺麗。日本語で、なんだっけ、夕焼け？
Yeah. Whoa, the sun's reflecting off the lake. Awesome. Whoa.
二人とも太陽をじっと見るのは目に良くないって大人の人が言ってたよ。
But it looks cool. Look at it, Soma. I couldn't really see anything. The world was always too clouded over to make out well. I could see a bit more now that the tumor was removed, but my eyes couldn't make out what shape the world took on. See? Aww. I guess it is a little bright. Make sure not to stare straight at it.
すごく綺麗。ね、相馬くん。
She's like, I can't see. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It was pretty. It was gold. This was the color gold. The one color in my pitch black world that I could see. It was gold. Interesting. That little flash thingy. The green light. Look. The green light. Hmm? Whoa, he said.
なんです今の。
The sky and lake turned green. Oh, Soma, what's wrong? The glare in your eyes?
緑色。
Green? What? The reference with the green light, I feel like it has some significance. I'm still confused about that. Huh? Sorry. I couldn't see it, so it didn't make much sense to me. Colors. Something other than gold and black that made up the world. Yeah, I got it. The world had colors I didn't know, like red or blue. Colors I had never seen before. It wasn't just gold. There were so many other colors.
相馬くん。
Interesting how she's the one crying here as the three watch the sunset. And then there was a case where Sylvia was the one crying while watching the same sunset too. Or obviously not the same, I guess. Soma? Soma, what's wrong?
です。
I find it really weird that it showed that quick little flashback of like memories with them too. You guys saw that, right? Huh. The world always faded away into the beautiful twilight. Once the world swallowed that brilliant shade of gold, everything would return to the pitch black darkness I'd grown accustomed to. This was enough on its own. Gold was so beautiful all on its own, and yet I couldn't see anything anymore. Nothing at all. The piano too, the track, I love it.
なんでもない。
Her eyes look a little different now too than before. I held both of their hands tightly.
ちょっと眩しくて目痛くなっちゃっただけ。
Really? Be careful, you shouldn't look straight at it.
夕日じゃなくて、お空見てください。眩しくないように。
Their hands were warm, and that was all that I needed. Even though I couldn't see, I could feel their unmistakable warmth. Even though I couldn't see. Soma.
そうまくん。
I heard a nostalgic voice. I heard a nostalgic voice. Ria. Is this around the time that she passed? Like, that she passed out when she was dancing with Odo? The reason I'm assuming this is because I saw the CG of when she was dancing with Odo in her route in the first game. Wait. Wait. Which could mean that it happened. Okay, hold on. I'll just keep reading. Were you asleep? Okay, no.
意識のスイッチ切ってた。
Okay, maybe I'm tripping.
クリスマスパーティーだっけ？
Yeah. It was Christmas and Sylvie had invited us to the Swordledge Consulate for a party. Weren't y'all dancing? Right? Rio had taken part as Maria had received a formal request by Princess Sylvia for a special performance. Yes! After she finished, she subjected me to an unnecessary practical joke. They were dancing and then she just passed out. Got changed. And then huddled up in the corner of the room and proceeded to space out. Worn out? Now I'm confused! What the freak? Okay, based on the fact that they're at the party and that they showed us, you know, the little duet that she had with Sylvia and then the dance with Odo, I'm assuming that this is taking place at around the time that she passed out while dancing with Odo back in the first game. That's my conclusion. Correct me if I'm wrong.
かも。
Rio's response was a bit delayed. She must have been super tired. What do you want to do? Go home or find somewhere else to rest?
眠い。
Let's head back then. I'll get us a ride.
でもご飯まだだよ。
True, but aren't you a bit too tired for that? She was completely out of it. I bet she'd worn herself out from all that practice leading up to today's performance that she didn't have anything left now that it was over. The food was being served buffet style and it was a feast unlike anything I'd ever seen before. There were a number of delicacies laid out and it would be a shame to let it all go to waste. But... Sorry, we're going to head home. Could you please get the car for us?
かしこまりました。
Burrow coach! I signaled our acquaintances with a look and I wrapped my arm around Ria's shoulder. She mumbled to herself.
あら、そうまくん。
Sorry, Zoe. Ria's had enough for the day.
残念。
Sylvie couldn't exactly leave considering she was the host. She had been busy all day and looked a little disappointed for losing her opportunity to talk with us privately.
そうまくんお願いね、ナイトさん。
Yeah, I will. She wasn't the sort of princess that would pick a moment like this to be selfish. Sylvie waved goodbye to us as we headed outside.
頃のやつ紳士だね。当たり前みたいに付き添っていっちゃった。
Of course.
相馬殿のこと本当に大切にしてらっしゃるのですね。
エルチンにとってのシルビーって感じ。
いつまでもあのままでいてほしいものです。
We had them drive us back to the dorm.
あれ、イチ、外？
Yeah, we're back home already.
助かるけど、なんでイチまで一緒に？ご飯食べてない？
Is that even a question, lady? It's a party. You need an escort when you head home, don't you?
かっこつけやがって。
Should I not have?
最高。
Ria was snuggled up tightly to my shoulder. She closed her eyes and began to doze off. We finally arrived back at the dorm. There we go. It didn't look like Ria would wake up, so I gave her a piggyback ride.
おやすみなさいませ。
Thank you, Burrow Coach. Can you do the ho 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 laugh, please? Thank you, sir. Let's say goodbye to the old man who had chauffeured us.
おっと、忘れるところでございました。
Hmm?
こちらをお持ちくださいませ。
Yes, sir. Hmm? What is this? Tupperware? I was handed an outrageously domesticated item from the hands of a battle-hardened knight who served a northern European royal family.
こういうものをお渡しするのは失礼に当たるかと存じますが、本日のビュッフェには姫様がぜひお二人に食べていただきたいとおっしゃるメニューがございまして、
How thoughtful of her.
給仕に行って少々取り置きをお納めいただけますでしょうか。
What pleasure. In fact, I'm grateful. I haven't eaten much at all. There we go. There it is.
もう少し時間があればターキーの丸焼きも詰め込めたのですがな。
What a
それ
guy.
とこれも
What a guy. I hope, good sir, that you've received the best head this evening. He took out a small paper box. I could tell what was inside from the box alone. Cake? Or so the packaging suggested.
クリスマスですからな。
What can I say? Thank you. This is more than I could have asked for. The old man headed off. I was pretty sure our ride was already immediately after I asked. What in the world did he have time to get this many gifts together? I'd underestimated him. We all do. When I went inside...
なんかうまそうな匂いがする。
Aren't you sleeping? Ria was awake.
甘い匂い。
I am so sorry. You said it was cake. Want some?
食べる。
I returned with 2 plates in hand. Ramune, okay with you?
ああ、俺が出すよ。
Thank you. We are headed for the fridge. And... okay. Sure. Not funny. Oh my god. What is happening?
あら、やっちゃった。
Hang on a sec. Don't move. She bumped her hip into a nearby shelf. These things happen to her once in a while, given her horrendous eyesight. I feel... No, I don't. I don't feel bad for having... Started to pick up the fallen items one by one. Oh, would you look at that? Orohora. Haven't seen that little box in a while. Whoa. Water time.
何？あ、ねえの？
You know what? I forgot what was in here. It was a ring box from before. Its contents had spelled out 4 silver leverage emblems. 1, 2. Good. That's 4. You can move now.
悪い。
Rio went back to the bed. Excuse me. I grabbed the Ramune too and handed her one.
そういや、計4枚になって何ヶ月か経つのに。一向に出ねえな、5枚目。
I feel like in the last game they found all of them. Didn't they? I honestly don't remember, but I feel like they did. I don't know why. Yeah.
お前ちゃんと買ってるか？ぼやぼやしてると俺が先に当てちゃうぜ。
Try it if you can.
くそ。
Neither of us had fantastic luck when it came to lotteries. We'd only scored 2 emblems apiece over the last 10 years. That's crazy. To be honest, I haven't bought many lately.
そうなん実は俺も。
We both grinned at each other. We owned 2 each, or 4 in total. Which was why we'd established a rule. Whoever scored the next emblem would take the whole prize. For whatever reason though, we'd lost the motivation to buy more ever since we had established this rule. What is it that I wanted Ria to win, the final emblem? Or was it because I felt like things could stay this way forever as long as we didn't complete the set? Oh, that's deep. That's a deep thought.
で、タッパーのは？
Oh, let's see. Oh well, let's have dinner. Assuming the cake would be dessert, I first opened the plastic container.
何もらってきたん？
I didn't ask, but it's apparently something Sylvie wanted us to eat.
この香り、貝だな。
Oh,
あと
olives. Olives. I hate olives. I hate olives. If you like olives, oh boy, what tolerance you have. I cannot. I don't know what it is about olives, but good God, they're awful. You've got a good nose.
最近タバコやめてるせいか、嗅覚がいい感じだ。
Oh, well, I told you. That's it right now. There was, in fact, shellfish inside. Some kind of shocked shellfish was submerged in oil. A marinade? Or something to that effect.
でもなんで貝とオリーブ？それだけ？
God dang it, throw the olives away. Yep.
貝の種類は？
Scallops?
よくわかんねえな。ひとまず一口。
You got it. Had her say ah for me.
うまい。
I'll have some too then. Tasty. Good going, Sylvie. As expected of a princess. Tasted wonderful. The oil had anchovies, onions, and the like mixed in. Almost more of a dressing than an oil, with a hint of sophisticated saltiness. It really brought out the umami flavor in the shellfish.
まあまあ。けどこの形は絶対ホタテじゃねえだろ。
Really? Scallops and clams were the only names for shellfish I actually knew.
これはハマグリかな？大きさ的に。
I've never heard of that before. Oh yeah, it does look that way. Now that I hear you say it.
目悪いし味覚もあんまない俺よりなんでお前の方が曖昧なんだよ。
Sorry, I've got an unsophisticated palate. Palate.
ハマグリ以外にもう一種類入ってね。小さい貝。
Oh yeah, there is.
こっちは何？
Clams?
シジミではない。シジミより大きいのはわかる。
Scallops then.
もういいわ。
Yeah, it didn't matter what kind of way. They were delicious. That was what mattered. And as we snacked on them together.
にしても何なんだろうなこれ。俺たちに食べてほしいって。
I don't know. Beats me, maybe it's some regional dish from Sorolege?
ソルティレージュって貝食べる文化あんの？あっちの人ってあんま貝類食わない感じだけど。
You could be right. Shellfish was tasty but visually unappetizing. A decent amount of it was venomous, so it wasn't part of dining culture in many countries. A number of European countries, like those near the Mediterranean Sea, ate it. France especially had a thriving marine culture. Wait a second. Where is Sorolege anyway?
はあ？そりゃヨーロッパの。
But where?
ヨーロッパらへん？
Talk about a wide range. It occurred to me now that I'd never actually given much thought to Sorolege. No, I did know the superficial parts. I'd done some research immediately after I transferred into here. They were in a part of a European affiliated with the EU, and although their population was on the smaller side, they were economically powerful and stable. They also had a strong scientific and technological presence these days. Despite all of that, they were quite the rarity of a country that remained a traditional monarchical system. I guess I had done some basic research on the characteristics of their country as well as their cultural standards. But I've got no idea what kind of country they actually are though.
貝を食べる文化っつうか、食文化はどんな感じなんだろう。海には接してるのか？
I had no clue. So, when you didn't know something, I got out of my tablet. Search for certilage. There.
Nice.
I could have just used my smartphone, but a bigger screen would be better so Ria could see with me. I took a quick look at the information on their Ziki page, but there wasn't much I didn't already know. Oh, found something good. A sortilege travelogue.
旅行日記か。読め読も。
Wow. There aren't any direct flights from Japan to sortilege.
この日記の人はイギリス経由16時間？マジかよおい。
There it is. Sylvie's name. This was a blog kept by a traveler, so there weren't many entries about royalty, but...
へえ、向こうじゃ定期的にコンサートやってるんだ。
Princess Sylvia is studying abroad, so she didn't take part this year. It's a shame, huh? House Siswa, was it? The royal family and lineage Sylvie and Mina-chan belonged to. Everyone was versed in music, as the so-called orchestral faction implied, so they apparently held concerts on a regular basis. Sylvie would be sitting out the current session while she studied abroad? Yeah, that added up. Oh, this violinist is beautiful.
第一王女だから、シルビーの姉ちゃんだな。
She was a gorgeous woman who looked exactly like a more mature Mina-chan. She's a little chubby though. Kind of sad since she's supposed to have the same genes as Sylvie.
ああ、イチ。その人はゲストだよ。世界的に有名なオペラ歌手。
No, not only that, but like, his girlfriend's literally right next to him while he's talking about some other woman's body. I think that's a little odd. Oh, really? So she's not genetically related? It's so cruel that people's appearances can be so different from birth.
お前さっきから超失礼なこと言って
For
る
real,
ぞ。
for real, for real. That's what I'm saying. I think. I guess there were a lot of opera singers who were on the heavier side, since bigger bodies contributed to larger lung capacity and more vocal stability. They can have guest appearances. Couldn't Maria take part?
いや、無理じゃね？
She'd probably die, literally. Maria's beauty would be a perfect fit. I'm sure she'd delight the audience more than this old lady.
だからお前失礼だよ。こういうとこって格とかそういうのが必要だから、最低でも10年は音楽続けてないと。
You may be able to hold your own though. That much he may be right. Really. It was true that Maria had an overwhelming reputation at the moment. But her debut wasn't too long ago. With how briefly she'd been on the scene, it wouldn't be unreasonable if people considered her little more than a young upstart.
10年。まあ、シルビーのコネって方法もあるにはあるけど、でも5年はかかりそう。ここでシルビーと並んでってのは、さすがに無理だろうな。
Why? Apparently you're really good at music too. I don't see why that would be asking for much. Silly goose. The setting turned a bit gloomy. Not good. Not good. Forget all of that. Let's focus on food. Shellfish dishes. Let's see. Sortilege takes heavy influences from Spain, so there are lots of Spanish restaurants in its cities. And as far as Spanish cuisine goes...
サフラン的な？
Saffron, what is that? And red bell peppers?
あ、そうそう、ムール貝。なんか長細い貝食ってるイメージ。
Isn't that Italian?
イタリアが食うならスペインも食うだろう。地中海を挟んでお向かいさんだし。
Ah. I had no idea whether there were clams in the Mediterranean Sea, but I had learned that eating shellfish was part of sortilege culture.
綺麗な国だな。
Oh, they made a little art for Sortilege? That's so cool. Kind of looking like Attack on Titan buildings. We continue to look into Sortilege after that out of pure curiosity. I'm sure they only take pictures of the pretty spots anyway, but...
にしてもいい感じ。
Oh, look, a Titan! I'm kidding. There were these well-refined cities that screamed Europe without shaming the country's name. We naturally fell silent. I bet we were both thinking the same thing. What? Want to vacation there someday? Ria looked like she'd expected me to say as much and smirked dryly.
行ってみたいけど、16時間はきついわ。
Couldn't we ask Sylvie to get us seats on a direct flight?
でも距離的に何時間もかかるだろ。
Do you not deal well with planes?
苦手っつうか体調的なやつ。前にイギリス行っただけでもぐったりだった。
I get it. When it came to her health, she wasn't allowed to overexert herself.
一回くらい行ってみてんだけどな。
For sure.
つか俺は厳しいけどお前は行けばいいじゃん。
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, I could go by myself. I only pictured myself going with you, though.
そう。
But I wonder what it is. I can't imagine myself going alone at this point. Well, I'll just keep it in mind if I ever have the chance. Someday.
ごめん。
Why are you apologizing? Had I put her on edge? This conversation was trending in the wrong direction. We are out of shellfish, so want to have some cake?
うん。
I opened the container. There were 2 pieces of cake cut up into easy-to-eat portions. That old man was thoughtful through and through. There were even forks inside, so here you go.
サンキュー。いちご大きい方取った。
Hey, you.
へへ、もう食べちゃった。なんだよその顔。
She had the bigger strawberry. If you eat the strawberry first, that just leaves a clump of sponge and cream. Does eating something like that make you happy? I want to eat the biggest one. There's a pitiable clown here who lost the central focus of strawberry shortcake because she was manipulated by that desire.
そこまで言われることしてねえだろ。
Oh, for strawberry? That's crazy work. We kept eating.
スポンジとクリームの塊うまー。
Maybe we should have gone with a coffee instead of ramen.
いいよ別に。ケーキなんて何年ぶりかな。
Ria devoured the first half greedily and was now chipping away at the remaining half. It's not like it's rare or anything.
だからこそ食おうって気にならないと食わねえじゃん。
Yeah, I could see that. She didn't seem like the type to live it up at Christmas or birthday parties either.
最後に食べたのはそっか父さんがまだいた頃だ。
I stopped eating. Ria licked her fork with downcast eyes. We're finally gonna get some info on her parents because, like I said a few episodes ago, where are they at? Especially her mom, because I know for sure her mom was alive. So I was like, where's she at in all of this? She sucks. Ria licked her fork with downcast eyes. Squeeze. I wrapped an arm around her shoulders. She was surprised by the sudden gesture, but eventually leaned into me. Onto me, I think. Her father must have already passed away. The subject of Ria's birth was clearly a touchy one, but her parents clearly loved her when she was growing up. Only when she was growing up, because they're nowhere to be seen now. However, her father had passed on. That likely created some level of tension between Ria and her mother, which would explain why they were so awkward around each other now. Ria didn't like to talk about it much, so this was purely speculation on my part. What kind of person was he? If I gave it some really careful thought, she avoided the subject and acted awkward toward her mom. But if it was about her dad...
どんなって言われてもな。優しい人。
She answered without hesitation.
ちょっと位置に似てる。
I know he was gonna say something so stupid. I'm your papa, he said.
そういうのいいから。
Sorry.
はあ、つまんねえこと言わない分、父さんの方が良かったわ。
For a moment, she still butted up to me and nuzzled her forehead into my chest. Ria must have gotten her evasiveness from her mother's side.
でもほんと、位置似てると思う。
Interesting.
位置はきっと、すげえいいお父さんになれるよ。
Probably not with you though, right? And I'm not saying it like in a jokingly way. Like this is for real, cause like she's like gonna die soon type thing and blah blah blah. Oh man, I hope we don't see her die again soon, or at all. I mean, again. You think so? Should I say thank you? Ria looked kind of happy. Soon enough, after she finished eating the cake at a pace slow enough, she was nearly just licking at it. Puff. From just as close up, she leaned against my shoulder. Tired?
かも。
She happily dozed off. Given the time, it would probably be best for Ria to head back to her room. However, she'd been relying on me a lot more lately, almost like it were second nature. That made me so happy that I couldn't refuse her.
ほんと、いい父親になる。あとは嫁さんだな。
I know she's gonna pull that. You don't need to think of it in such realistic terms.
大事だろ。やっぱり相手はシルビーがいいかな。まあでもお前が選んだなら誰でも。
Alright, Ria, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this. Was you telling me to marry Sylvie? There were limits to how cavalier, is that how you say it? Someone could be.
それで、もしも娘ができたら。
What about you?
ん？
Let's assume I'd make a good father. Couldn't you be the wife?
俺？
Bro, be real. She must have been sleepy. Ria grinned while she mumbled aloud. I just assumed as much given the flow of conversation. If I'm going to become a father and have children, then I thought you'd be the person I'd end up with.
そっか。それもいいな。一と結婚。いいな。
She shut her eyes. I just said something reasonably decisive. She seriously wasn't listening, was she? Man.
一。
Yeah?
じゃ、結婚しよっか。
Interesting route. I mean, like, interesting where this is going. I guess, yeah.
好きだよ。一。
She fell asleep. Not without making that decisive remark, of course. Man, it was Christmas, you know? And 9 o'clock at night. Don't Professor love the me smack dab in the middle of the most sensual night of the year, then go to sleep? I'll wind up making a move.
一。
No, she's asleep. You're gonna have to go to bed.
大好きだよ。
I love you too, Maria Bishop. I mean Ria. What would I do with her? In all likelihood, we'd been intentionally avoiding this conversation. And now she brought it up. And now she was falling asleep in the middle of a very important discussion. How was this all going to play out? Do you really want to know? Because I don't want to know. Especially if her cancer ain't going away. Boy. Can we get a jump? Not a quick jump cut, transition or whatever. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's what I was looking for because we've hit the 58-minute mark and I said 50 minutes only from now on. And look, we're almost at an hour. Oh?
あれ、一の部屋。ああ、そっか。昨日あのまま。 一は床で寝てんのか。ナチュラルにベッド譲ってくれるとか紳士だな。でもどっかで起こしてほしかった。風呂入ってねえし歯も磨いてないから気持ち悪い。
Imagine the morning breath.
出た。
Mhm.
告白してしまったー。何やってんだバカー。落ち着け俺。そう数えて落ち着くんだ。 3.14159265。
Alright, counting pie, alright. Oh, Ria, morning. Just giving you the bed, but the floor seriously kills my back. Maybe I should have bought a spare fruit on for this kind of thing.
そうだな。いや、サンキュー、紳士くん。
Oh.
この感じ、なかったことにできるか。
So, Ria, about your confession last night.
無理だよね。知ってた。
I love you too. Oh, man, I'm beat. I didn't sleep much.
あくびの合間に言うなてめえ。
Isn't that your fault for confessing right before you went to sleep?
そうですね。すいません。
Yes, me by that. So, what next? Do we start dating? Oh, I forgot that at this point they're not even together. What the freak? Yo, that's a pretty crucial piece that I forgot there. Because I remember in her route in the last game, she was like being like, I don't want to say difficult. That sounds unfair. But I believe she didn't give him a direct answer. She was kind of like, it's not that I don't want to be with you. It's just, I don't know type thing. But she obviously likes him. Rio scratched her head. She fidgeted, conscious of the back of her own head.
やめとく。ほら、俺、あんま長く
We're not doing this again.
だから誰かと付き合うとかさ、そういうのはないと思ってんだ。もうずっと小さい頃から。ごめん。
I love you and you love me, but you don't want to date since you're in poor health. Does that sum it up? I've got to reject that.
はぁ?
That's a dumb reason, so I'm rejecting it. I demand the retrial. If you're going to reject me, then at least make it a good reason.
愛の告白ってチャレンジ制度導入されてたっけ?
You see this kind of thing in trials and stuff, so isn't precedent important?
これが裁判なのかは知らないけど。
I befriended you in spite of your poor health, and that's how we got to where we are now. In light of this, we've grown closer without your poor constitution causing any dilemmas.
意義あり。それは子供の頃のことであります。
But you still love me now, don't you?
好き。
What's the problem then?
でも、
Ria? She seemed hesitant, but I didn't care. We were only in this situation because she confessed to me last night. I accepted her feelings without a second thought, and I knew perfectly well what she wanted to say in return. You know what you're always telling me? When you find the ideal moment to do something, your golden time, don't let it get away. Your golden time where you can find happiness is right now. Ria gazed up at me. She didn't say a word, but, well, I was pretty sure I knew how she'd answer. Alright, hug.
何?
I'm gonna smooch you. If you assume sexy stuff comes last, then smooches come first.
いや、待てこら。
I won't wait. We know how we feel about each other now, so there's no need to wait. She hasn't brushed her teeth. Get away. Slid my way closer. I did, however, leave her enough room to get away if she wanted. Oh, I know that kiss gonna be... And Ria... Whoa. Ran for it. Huh, strange. I was 100% sure, given how the conversation was going, that it would work out. You hated the idea that much? You little stinky girl, go brush your teeth and take a shower. Huh? That sucks. Brush his teeth, comes back, I'm ready. Ah. Alright, I had to consider that. Oh, that's a good spot to end it there. I've been going for... And now we're in 4 minutes. Wow, I spoiled you guys today. Look at that. Now, this is to Mr. Bite 2K, I believe. If I said your name wrong, please correct me. I'm sorry. I believe Mr. Bite had told me that. Or who was it? Was it Silver? Not 100% sure. But you know who you are. I've had this conversation with... You know who you are, I think. Where you were saying... I believe it was Silver. Silver had said something along the lines of... I wonder who he's going to choose, Sylvie or Ria. Now that confuses me a little because I'm thinking, okay, we're doing a Ria route again, basically. And what's interesting about this is that it's in the same main menu as where Mina's route and Nayaka's route are at, which were the only 2 options at the start of this game here. So I'm like, huh, what do you mean by who he's going to choose? Aren't we just doing routes? So I'm a little like, huh. But anyway, Sylvia's append was fun. It was nice. I enjoyed it. It was great. I for sure thought hers was gonna be as long as Ria's, you know, but it's kinda hard to say. I feel a little confused with this series because for a while I think, oh, clearly the game favors Sylvia. You know, they want Sylvia to be the main maiden. Oh no, but it's Ria, you know. But the only conclusion I could come up with at this point is these 2 maidens obviously matter a lot with the protagonists because they were all childhood friends. But it's just a little unclear, to me at least, who they intended to be, who they intended for the maiden to be. Unless they wanted both of them to be, and in that case, that would be an interesting situation there. But yeah, a little bit of confusion, and the whole thing with the append is a little confusing too, because, you know, as you guys heard me earlier say, oh, they're not together yet. Oh, I forgot about that, you know, because I'm assuming that this is a continuation of Ria's route in the last game, but like obviously before she dies. So it's a little confusing, like what this route is, because this is no longer an append, so it's a little confusing. But I don't know, if anybody could clear that up for me. And Silver, I believe it was you, Silver, that said that about, I wonder who Oda is going to choose. If you could clarify that too, like, I would also appreciate that. It's just so many questions, I feel, and I can't really name all of them right now because I was just thinking several things like, wait, this. It's one of those things where I have to read for it to pop up again. Maybe. But anyways, that's all I have to say about this episode. It was a fun episode though, and I'm not sure what to expect out of this route here. And then here's another question. Will there be more routes after this Maria route? It's like, huh? But whatever. I'll leave it up to you guys. Either way, at the end of this route, if nothing else pops up, if nothing else is unlocked, like another route or a secret ending of some sort or a true route of some sort, I'll leave it up to you guys to let me know if I missed something or all that jazz, because I won't know and I will easily miss it. So that's where I'm going to need you guys to let me know. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for joining me in another episode of Kinkoi All the Time. It was a blast, as always. If you did enjoy this video, please let me know that by hitting that like and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Let's hit 1,000 subs, please. We're so close, but so far away. But anyway, with that being said, I'll let you go. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Y'all stay safe, and until next time.